What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. So today's episode, figured it's about time we start branching out into the wilderness here. We do have to check this path for the Denholm commander back there in the city, and then we got some bounties and change of heart and stuff like that to do. So they're all kind of led out into these wilds, so I figured I'd explore these wilds for the first time with you guys. See what goodies we can run into, see what fights we can run into. I'm already seeing a strange looking castle up there. Looks like it's floating and half disintegrated. I assume, since there's a quest icon on this hut, this might be the scout that didn't make it where he was supposed to go. Unless I'm just asking somebody's advice here about the path forward. Maggot's hut.
So, you finally arrived. Or is it the two of you?
You know more than you're supposed to.
Pleasure to meet you. Call me Maggot. I don't like that other name Denholm and his men insist on using.
What do you mean, the two of us?
I don't know. And that bothers me. A lot.
Stay bothered.
I sense something lurking inside you. Something quite terrifying, I must say. All I'm sure of is that you've been exposed to vast quantities of the weirdness and survived. And that's rare.
How do you know all that?
Let's say I have certain skills when it comes to magic.
Denholm sent me to talk with you.
Yes, the Mynheer. It responded to your presence. It reacted to you. And that's unusual. It means big changes are coming to our small Cuanacht. Do you know why all those Camelot troops are here?
They want to take the menu.
That's right. Unfortunately, they believe that by gathering all the dying Mynheers and placing them around Camelot, they'll stand a fighting chance against the oncoming Wyrdness. But they don't know. Or they don't want people to know that a Mynheer is nothing but a piece of rock, unless it has been ignited by a special ritual. And if they were ignited once, they can be rekindled again. You see where I'm going with this?
You want to rekindle the Mynheer in Cuanacht?
No. I want you to rekindle the Mynheer in Cuanacht. I'm too old to play a hero, but I can help you become one. If you care about things like that, and I, for once, would like to stand on the right side of history.
Okay, so what's your plan?
That's the problem, you see. I don't have one. The moment the Mynheer reacted to you, I felt something. As if a piece of my brain was trying to tell me something, but I couldn't quite reach it. I suddenly remembered about the Mynheer rites, the ritual I told you about, and that there were 2 scrolls that contained it. But where are they? How do I even know that? That's lost on me. So it looks like we'd have to take a little trip into the recesses of my memory. Literally.
Are you saying I actually have to dig into your brain?
Well, not literally. As entertaining as that sounds, you won't be dissecting me. I'm talking about a journey into the subconscious, not an anatomy lesson. Just a bit of mushroom potion and poof, you're on your way. Safest option we've got, relatively speaking.
You're not serious, are you?
Do you think I want somebody wandering around in my brain, looking for memories I decided to bury?
I need to think about it.
Of course. Either way, we'd have to prepare a proper potion. So if you're used to thinking while on a walk, then grab these along the way. In case you want to go along with my idea, of course.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be thinking about that because not only did Captain Denholm tell me not to trust him, and I already don't trust druids for all the things the game has shown us so far, I don't necessarily know if that's A, the only option there, or B, the right option there, because, again, druids they've sunk entire villages just to hide what they did to Seawall, for example. So when they tell me that this is a good option, but it's the only way, I tend not to believe that. But damn, this build is good. Also, if anybody's watching this and you would like to give me some feedback, when I play RPG games like this, because I often have really good builds, I end up with really good builds, would you all be interested in me making build-specific videos? Where I show, you know, where to get the items, how to get the items, what the build does, go in depth explaining it with a gameplay showcase kind of deal. So that's something you guys would be interested in. I'm more than happy to produce those. I always end up doing it in the middle of the episodes anyways, right? Like, every time I do a Let's Play,
No one sneaks up on me.
I end up doing that anyway. Jesus, dude.
'Tis just a flesh wound.
Bouncing around. It's almost too good. This build is very strong. Dashing in and one-shotting them, and I'm not on easy either. I'm on the higher difficulty, not the highest, but the higher one in general. Where did the other guy go that I killed? This guy. Looks like we're approaching nightfall, so... I am not interested in exploring the land at nightfall. That big guy with the bell to come and kill my ass. We're gonna explore during the daytime. So it looks like that's just the weird tower. Take the titanium while I'm here. I don't know when I'll need this or for what for, so... snag it up when I see it. If that's the case, then let's start exploring more. Actually, going back to the city and taking the main path left seems like the better decision there, so... Yeah, I was thinking about doing a build showcase this episode for this build. Then I just ended up doing a regular episode instead. But if that's something people are interested in me doing, then I could totally do that. I have builds for every RPG I've ever played. The Mass Effect trilogy, Dragon Age, Origins, Inquisition, Dragon Age 2. And I always end up showing the little build breakdowns in between the episodes anyways, right? Like, I think I've done it in this one twice now with the dual knight, and then when we first switched to dual daggers, so I kind of do them anyway. Maybe I'll do a standalone version of that. It could be fun, could be interesting. Although I would have to do some back research to figure out where I got some of this stuff from that I'm using in this playthrough now, because I don't remember where we got all of it. I'm gonna be so for real. Like the swift dagger that I'm using in my offhand, I have like almost no recollection.
It's nice to have a break.
Haunted well. What the hell are you? hell is that? Well, let's check the haunted well. Start exploring and looking around. And then we'll go get change of heart. Assuming this doesn't take too long to explore. What are you? Nothing we couldn't handle. Brotherly love. Hold that thought. Yeah, we definitely want this. My current upgrade levels are still taking that, so... I don't know if we care about this stuff yet. Weird stone. I'm not gonna waste my inventory weight on that. I just have to remember that it's the... Mine rock. Well, you open secret passages, I've learned, so... Yeah, that was something I learned last episode. I'll dip down here in a second, make sure I have maximum distance, so I don't drown. Up, up, up. That just takes us back to a way out. Well, I do not feel like we were thorough there at all. Was there a different turn? Oh, we were thorough. My mistake, we were done with that. Yeah, we'll just head on out. Apparently it's taking us into well, actually the whole zone is called Cuanacht, not just the town, so doesn't necessarily mean that we're going right back to the city. We'll probably still be outside. Hopefully. Hope I don't have to run my ass back the whole way. I'm pretty curious on what happened with the blacksmith's apprentice, so I'd like to get that quest done this episode. And then we'll have a blacksmith whose services we can use. It'll save me going back to Act 1 every time I want to upgrade or craft something. Which is money. Location discovered. Haunted well. And I came out right under the bridge to the town, so that works out perfectly. This build that I have going on is unholy strong. It feels like I'm playing on easy mode. You want to kill everything that has unidentified items. If it's been touched by the Wyrdness, they can drop unidentified items. And that's where you get random things like +3 show bows that I'm using, so... Weird shovel. Yeah, let me get out of that stuff.
I will bleed you!
No match for our band. I will bleed you.
You see the basic strategy we're going with here. Just dip in, dip out, be untouchable. Never let them get the drop on you like that. I'm just so fast constantly with the dashing in and out. Most enemies aren't even going to get a chance to fight back. Even if I'm not one-shotting them, like the boss there, right? I had to dash attack her, I don't know, 5 times maybe, something like that. But there was no way she was ever going to kill me. I'm too elusive. Like that. You just dash in, get a couple attacks, dash right back out. Where was the other one? It's Scythe. And what are you? You're inactive. I imagine I'll be opening that later. I think I actually just took care of a bounty for her that I didn't even mean to. Pull up our bonfire. Quick level up. So we are at 12, 10, maybe more endurance at this point. Just keep chunking up the endurance. Keep getting our carry capacity up a little. And for skill trees, this one is a little more confusing for me. Every time I take a break in between episodes, I forget what I was currently planning on upgrading. The attack speed is maxed out now. We don't need backstabs because that's only when you're in stealth. Critical hits have a 20% chance to fully restore your stamina. Increase crit damage by 10. Oh wait, what was that? Critical hits have a 30% chance to... No, we're not interested in that. So, movement, we have max dash regeneration. I'm not feeling the stamina blow, to be honest. I'm not feeling like we're taking a big hit from that. Block and Wild dual wielding blocks 10 more damage. Increased damage for each consecutive hit. Heavy attacks cost 35% less. Staggered enemies take 30% damage. We're not parrying, so there's not going to be much stagger. You could keep buffing out bows, I suppose. What do we have in perception? Every time you land a critical hit, gain 15% damage reduction against the next hit you suffer is pretty good because we're critting a bunch. What do we have in statuses? If an enemy has an active status on them, take 30% more damage. Let's get that. Let's max off the damage we do against status enemies because we have constant status on them with our bleed ring. Also, you know what? Let's fuel it. And let's identify. Rosemary and Gem of Ice. Mana Potion and a Swift Dagger. Interesting that you can get those from identifying things. I had no idea you could grab those from identifying objects. So now we have 2 Swift Daggers. I wonder if I can get the other dagger that I have in my offhand again from that too, the Smuggler's Dagger. Yeah. Come on, you big bitch. Yeah, because if I can get a second Smuggler's Dagger, then it's on. That'd be so much free crit damage.
Don't let your guard down. Tis just a flesh wound.
They're elusive.
Your armor won't save you.
What's that carry weight like? 226. We can't pick up any more stuff from them. Let's follow this path a little. And a lot of this is actually showcasing why I, a lot of times, won't do this kind of stuff on camera because, man, I see like the slightest little thing. Elusive. That's his ass. Shrine of Deer. And then this would just bring us back out. The bridge is broken there, so I'm not sure how to get up there yet. Where'd your buddy go? Yes. That's what I wanted to look at. Is there a way for me to get there? Yeah, right here. Is that all weird ore? It's not mineable though. Yeah, that would have been crazy if that was mineable. It's like an unlimited supply. Alright, let's go to Change of Heart. We gotta get to that cabin. Do some slaughtering along the way. Always take the unidentifieds. Good, an identified item is very good. Bloody letter. Dear Mother, I hope this letter finds you well. I must share something important with you. After much contemplation, I have decided to leave my wife. This decision has not been made lightly, but I have found my true love and feel compelled to follow my heart. I plan to meet her in the cave. You know which one. Please, take care of my wife in my absence. She is a good woman, and none of this is her fault. She deserves kindness and support during this difficult time. Thank you for your understanding. Your loving son, Donal. It has to be a succubus or something like that. Seducing men away from their wives and luring them into this cave to kill their ass. Lover's Hollow. That prompt said Tor cannot enter. That's interesting. What happened to him in here? It has to be a dryad. It could be a dryad. Dryad is most likely, I think.
Beor.
You want him to come back, huh? Well, I got bad news for you, sweetheart. I'll be the end of your journey right here in a second. Just all these little lovers' coves. Hello, you're what I came for. The Ram of Nuada. Yeah, my money's on Dryad.
Don't worry. Now we can forget all about it. Because you finally... Don't worry. Now we can forget all about it. Because you finally came back to me.
Yeah, but I got some bad news for you, darling. Yeah, it's a Dryad. Or a Fae, rather, I guess. Open with the sneak attack. Dash in, dash out, dash in, dash out, dash in, and that's that. Ao's heart. He literally had his heart. Man, don't give your heart to crazy bitches. There's one takeaway from this quest. The takeaway is that you can't fix her. You can't save her. She don't want to be fixed. And she'll take your heart. Honestly, that's about accurate for the way a crazy bitch looks, too. They just ain't pretty enough. Don't do that to yourselves. Find yourselves a good woman. Alright. Yeah, we've all been there. Alright, we've all given our heart to a crazy bitch once or twice. That's how I know not to do it. So I guess we'll take that back to the blacksmith and then wrap the episode on up. That'll do for our little foray out into the wilderness for today. Been going for around 27 minutes, so it is about that time. And then honestly, after we get him up, if he opens his forge right away, I'll literally participate in his services immediately. There's a bounty right here, though. Do we? I think we do. I think we do exactly that. You gonna let me get a stealth opener?
You're in for a world of hurt!
Why am I over encumbered all of a sudden? The panic. You're worth 32, you're worth 278. You can go.
Not beaten yet!
No, you don't get to heal. You're crazy. Banner blade. He had some cool goodies for us. Have any hidden goodies around? Alright, let's take a look at that stuff. Deserters, chest, scorched warden, that was it. Oh, it's just default stuff, huh? 250, 250, 450, 20, 250, 100. Definitely worth 10. That can go. That's worth 50, and they're worth 52. Almost at our threshold. That's worth 80, that's worth 80. There you go. Wonderful. We can move again. There's my fast travel point. And that sets us up pretty nicely to come back into the wilderness, actually, to explore further another time. So that is actually perfect. I'm glad I chose to do that. The folks from Camelot are here. If they find out you've been pretending to be one of them, you're going to hang. I'll be waiting for you by the swamps. S. Interesting. Brotherly love is right there. That's what we picked up from that cave. Let's travel there. Found a belt buckle on a corpse of a weird beast I fought in an old well. Perhaps someone in the area may know its story. Okay, we'll do that another time. It's like a search quest. Let's go get the blacksmith up on his feet. Denholm will be thrilled about that. I think I have something that could help.
Really? Well, if this can put Beor back on his feet...
That is literally his heart.
Beor, your wound, it changed.
What? What happened? I don't remember much. There was a cave. And a girl? She touched me. I came back and dreamt. Then there's only darkness.
That girl stole your heart. Literally.
That's right. And what did I always tell you about chasing after women, huh? She stole your heart, literally. You're lucky this one showed up. Otherwise, I never would have guessed you fell in love with a weird beast. Better take this to your grave if you don't want to become a laughingstock. You're so smart.
That's good advice.
And yet so stupid, eh? Well, get up now, whelp. Enough lazing about. You can take it easy today, but tomorrow you're back in the forge first thing in the morning. You've got a lot to catch up on.
I'm sorry.
And you, thank you. I'd thank the All-Mother for sending you at the last minute, but I don't want to owe her a thing. So, I'm thanking you. Finally, we can get back to work. I missed it. If you ever need a smith, you can come to me. All right, back to work.
Oh, we'll be using your services a lot, my friend. I can promise you that. In fact, I'm going to take advantage of it right now.
Oh, hello. Do you need something?
What's been happening in Cuanacht recently?
It all began innocently enough. Our milksop of a lord, Yvain, decided that we didn't have the right tools to unearth the riches of our land. So he sent messengers to Camelot asking for their men and equipment. It was supposed to make us richer, and it worked. For a while. They came here and resumed mining. Brought gold with them too. So for a while there, we were even happy to see new faces. Then news from Camelot arrived. The Red Death is in Cuanacht. The Wyrdness is getting thicker.
We declare martial law. Cut down all the trees and take the Mynheer with us. Everyone goes to Camelot.
That's a good impression. It's almost like you're a brand new voice actor.
The Wyrdness has always been here. Cuanacht has been doing just fine without the support of the dog-fuckers of the Round Table.
Dog-fuckers.
Denholm, the one in charge of their army, came here with the Red Priests. It seems like he's well aware that his orders are stupid, and that people from Cuanacht are smarter than Camelot thinks. And now, Cuanacht is divided. Some want to leave for Camelot. Others can't imagine it. Like me. I just can't stomach leaving the land of my fathers.
Do you have to leave?
Camelot says we do. I think we don't. Even after the moronic theft of trees. Lord Milksop, of course.
Lord Milksop.
Doesn't know what to do.
I like this guy.
If he supports the people, he'll lose his dealings with Camelot. If he leaves for Camelot, he'll become just another ass-kissing sponger princeling no one gives a toss about. And the court is already full of those. Here, at least, he's somebody. Or he can become somebody if he makes the right
Man,
choice.
talking to the regular people in villages like this, you'll always get to know exactly how it is. This is why people in power should talk to people
Wyrdness creeps into our homes
that aren't in power to get their opinions on
The
things.
flame will no longer be enough. I don't know what would need to happen for everyone to stay in Cuanacht. The truth is, we can only survive if we keep together. His family has a grand past.
Yeah, we already talked about some of this. Let's skip through these dialogues. And then we'll try to, Catherine Gascard. I know what happened to her.
What? How? How is this possible?
I found a letter she wrote to you in the bowels of the island asylum. She's dead.
I
Oh,
can't.
that was his wife.
My Katrin. Do you still have the letter? Please tell me you didn't throw it away.
I do still have it.
My Katrin. A boy. My little boy.
Oh, his wife was the pregnant
She
lady.
mentioned once that she liked the name Llewellyn. It made me laugh. It sounded so poetic. Not really fitting for a blacksmith's son.
So that's why he doesn't like the Red
always wanted a
Priests,
son.
because they came and took his pregnant wife
Maybe
and then
that's why
tortured her to
I've
death.
grown so fond of Baal. I think
We're not gonna tell him what they
I'm
did to his
guessing
wife.
the
He doesn't
circumstances in which you got this letter.
need to know what happened to her in full.
If everyone here were as brave as you, our Cuanacht would have a chance to weather the end of the world. Here, take this. I have no use for it anymore. I wanted to bury it with Katrin if I ever found her body. That's all I can do for you. And for her.
I'm sorry, man.
Why? This letter doesn't change anything. Years ago, I swore I wouldn't utter a single good word about those red vermin, and I'm not going to change my mind on that anytime soon. If anything, it has assured me that I am right.
For the record, I completely agree with him on those people being vermin, so you will never find any issue on that from me, my friend. I'm right there with you. And would you look at that, we can upgrade the smuggler's knife one more time. Let's look at our armor. Because you see here, this will increase our sneak damage, but that's not necessarily what we want. So we would go here instead, and that'll get our crit and everything else up to 40. 41. But we don't have enough to get to 41. It's a price thing. But yeah, now we have crit damage at 40 and attack speed to 40, so we've managed to round that off. Yep, we gotta cash the shoe again, so I gotta do some gold farming in between episodes. Anyways, guys, that does seem like the perfect spot to wrap on up. All I'm gonna do is go down here and turn in this bounty. And then I'll probably go talk to Denholm and tell him the forge is back up and running, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.